Yo, yo, peace. Hope I'm audible. Hope everybody having a great evening. Me, not the best, but still in motion. If you pop in and you're curious what this dark tapestry is that you're looking at, it's called the sky. So, I want to tell you guys a little bit about what I got going on, what I'm doing, or what I've been doing, what I got in the works. And kind of like a little reminder to self, but also any of you who may be dealing with such things. So I just recorded 2 songs off the next album, Mileage. It is gonna come with the film. That movie trailer wasn't just for fun. I'm definitely building a movie off of it as well. And this album is very different because this album is putting a lot more of myself into this one. This is a little different last round because it was a collaborative album, and we had some messages that we need to put out. This time it's just me. I might have like one feature on it. There's a track that I've sent to a few really, really good artists, a couple of them that I've worked with before, and another that I've been wanting to work with for a while. Very, very good rapper. Come from similar underground circles as myself. But a couple other things to bear in mind. First things first is one, I don't really feel like talking because I got out what I need to get out of those raps. Mind you, I didn't write them today. I wrote them a long time ago. And I don't feel like talking because, it's one of those days where I feel like those around me or some around me may not really fully be getting the vision of what I'm trying to do. And I mean this for music, but I also mean this for business and kind of all around as a man. I think the vision is a bit lost on them at the moment. It's one of those cases where it's hard to see the trees through the forest type of deal. What's up, Levi? What's up, Patty? So, you may feel that way at times, right? And that's okay. You may feel like you're intent to do something and you really have this thing in mind that you want to do. It's been, your heart's been calling you to do the thing, and it's just not quite clicking with the people around you. The message that I would give to myself is the same message I would give to y'all, is to just do it anyway. Just keep going. Just keep doing it, because once it comes to fruition, they'll see and they'll support it anyway. It doesn't super matter what it is. I have a friend, I could say someone I've done business with as well, but I've known him for some years before we did business. He is 19 and he's approaching the financial status of millionaire. Thank you for liking the video. I appreciate you, Addison. So he's 19 and he's approaching the status of a millionaire. He's a self-made millionaire. We went through similar circles, and he decided to go a certain route that's been working very well from him. For him, he's very disciplined, he's very dedicated, and he's very focused. So me and him are racing to that first million. But I remember when not too long ago, actually, I think it was like a week or so ago, he asked me, he was like, "Hey, so what do I do?" Because he's in Europe, so like the schooling system's a little bit different there. So he's 19, but like I guess for whatever reason, high school and like the first couple years of college are kind of like blended together. They have like a different kind of timeline on that. So he was like, "Do you think I should drop out of high school or if I should go get the diploma?" And I was like, "What the fuck? You're still in high school?" um, and he's like, "Yeah, it's different over here." And I was like, "Okay, how much longer do you have to go?" And he's like, "I just got a year." So I was like, "Bro, just do it, because if anything, that'll give you a nice story to tell about hitting your first million before graduating high school and getting your diploma, right? Just do it to sometimes certain things you have to kind of handle it for sake of kind of like make it a discipline exercise for yourself and just do it to maybe get your family off your back, maybe make them proud. They there's a lot of metrics and things that people will hold to be important that aren't really super important in the long haul. Like he was asking me how, because he's in Netherlands. He was asking me how in the U.S. do people like adults look at high school diplomas. So I'm like, well, it doesn't really super matter. I got mine, but I actually enjoyed school. It might be a little bit different for me. You might not enjoy it because you've already been on this path of being the hustler and the entrepreneur, and you've already seen what it's like on the other side. You're making more money than all your teachers already. So I get that. So I mean, if it really starts to drag you to the point to where like you're doing shitty in school and you really can't summon it out of yourself to like do well, and then your business and your school starts to suffer, then yeah, maybe you got to make a decision. You're an adult. But until that point, if you can really just kind of buckle down and discipline yourself to do that thing, then just do that thing. Just get the fucking diploma. It's not a big deal. You'll feel relieved at the end of the day. Your parents will be proud. Your family will be proud. They won't be worried that you're just sitting in your room, you know, doing whatever they don't really understand and just making money coming out of the internet. They won't think you're doing shit illegally or some shit like that. So sometimes you have to just go about it that way. Other times, if you have a vision in your mind and people don't, what's up, Kaden? Hey, Novian. If people don't really get it, if they don't understand, like me saying, like, okay, I'm a rapper, right? I create things, I write, but me saying I'm gonna create a movie. Now, if somebody didn't really understand my background in video production, they wouldn't really get it. It wouldn't make sense to them. They'd be like, "Why are you wasting your time to do that?" So I just have to go ahead and buckle down to do it anyway. So here's a couple things on the table for me personally. I wrote a book last year, right around this time actually, called The Target. So what we're talking about, Kaden, is just um, pressing through to do the thing that you want to do, regardless of how other people feel about it or if they support you or not, because they'll end up supporting you in the end anyway. That's basically it. So I'm sharing a little bit about what I'm doing right now, because this is the feeling that I think a lot of people feel, and it's something that I feel right now. And it's not. I'm not really the type of person to like very much get like swept up in emotion when it comes to like the mission and objectives. Um, but I'm human just as well, so it's just one of those days. So anyway, I wrote a book last year called The Target. It was a sci-fi book. Check it out if you want to see some interesting stuff. Very well written. Um, and it was the reason it's kind of like a sci-fi psycho thriller because there's some concepts and technologies and things that are presented in it that some people may not find to be um, believable in this reality, like nanotechnology and autonomous weapon systems and stuff like that. Very fun stuff. So when I when I was looking at it and I was like, okay, I want to expand on this. Now that it's done, it's out there, it's on Amazon, all that kind of stuff. When I when I was looking at it, I was like, okay, now I have these other two factions that I kind of want to expand on their backstory. Let's say the good guys and the bad guys. And there's this other mysterious character who silently represented a turning point in the book that I want to expand on his backstory as well. So I thread his between it. And then I want to do a sequel. So it's a total of 4 more books that I want to write within this universe of the sci-fi book that I wrote. Right. So that's one thing. Even those 4 things, that's one thing on the table for me. Another thing is 2 movies that I have. One is the one that's going to be the companion film to my next album, Mileage, which is going to be a full movie, just really illustrating it. I'm going to put some other artist stories in it as well. That was going to be really interesting. We're going to have a lot of fun with that. And then another project that's a bit more serious that I'm not going to disclose today, but 2 full length films. All right, so I got that. I have. I'm a web developer as well, so I have 3 websites that I need to either update or complete. Some for myself and my brand, some for clients and other projects. Obviously, I want to finish this next album. I have music videos that I need to shoot. I have certain systems and things that I need to program and build for my business. So I have a lot on the table. So people who may be around me on a day to day, they may not really see where I'm going when I'm doing things. So it makes it very easy for people to like look at it and be like, what the fuck? Like, what's you're not getting anything done. No, I'm getting things done. I'm just going across many different avenues. And I've spoken with the like look, I've had like multimillionaire mentors, people that I used to talk to daily. I've spoken with many people who've seen success in many different realms. All of them, every single one of them, tell me to and tell everyone to focus on one thing and just hone in on that. And while they're right, I know they're right empirically by data. I also know how I am. I know the type of person I am, and I know that I can't just be satisfied with one thing. I'll get bored. So I have to do all these things. I have to see them all complete. Better yet, I have to see them all complete by the end of the year, or it's not going to be fun for me. I need that pressure. I'm a fourth quarter player. Kobe Bryant in the clutch, down by 40. And some of you guys may be like that as well. Some of you guys may just be perfectionists. If you have a craft or if you have something that you enjoy doing, some of you may be the type to where you really just have to take your time with it and because you want to see it a certain way. I'm here to tell you that's absolutely fine. People may not get it. People may not believe in you. People may think you're wasting your time, but it doesn't matter because if it's important to you, it's important to you. So that's what you got to do. And that's all it comes down to. So as I sit here talking with you guys today with the task list of an entire 100-man corporation on my desk alone, I'm here to tell you it's okay to be unsure of your next move for a moment. The way to get back in the pocket is to sit down, be still, be quiet, and just ask yourself the question. Sit down in a dark room or lay down in the bed and just ask, okay, what do I need to do next? Close your eyes. And what you'll find is, especially as you get better at stilling your mind, which is a whole nother topic in itself. For those of you who may practice like yoga and meditation, that sort of thing. As you get better at doing this, you'll start to hear this voice. Some of you, not everybody, hears the voice. And no, I'm not talking schizophrenia. But you'll start to hear this inner voice of yourself, that higher self, the one that knows where to go, and it'll say, "Okay, do this, do this thing over here." Right? If you're like me and you have a extensive task list, and you hear that one thing, you're like, "That's not enough." Okay, maybe sit and listen for two or three things, and then once you hear those things in your mind, go ahead and get up, grab a pen and paper, write it down, and then go do the first thing. Once that first thing is done, then you do the second thing. Once that's done, by the time that's done, you'll typically get some ideas for what the fourth and fifth thing are. So go ahead and knock out the third thing, and then see how much time you have. See how you feel then. See if you still feel lost. Chances are you won't be. It's very simple to focus on things. And I know that we're on a social media platform that does not reward um, constant uh, directed focus and thought, especially, this being a vertical live stream. A lot of y'all just pop up on me on the feed just through swiping. I'm telling you, if you just, when you put down your phone, if you just stop swiping in your brain, you'll be able to achieve a lot more than you think you will. It's a flash in the sky. Interesting. No clouds. Every time I feel stuck, I get silent and then I find what I need to do. Sometimes I got to take a walk. That's why I often take these shadow strolls. Uh, some of them I record on live stream and I'll just talk. Sometimes I'll just walk and just, reason it out within myself. But whatever you got to do to kind of find stillness and a little bit of a moment of peace to kind of simmer down that chaos, do that. I wouldn't recommend doing something like playing video games. And this is from someone who is an avid gamer from like age 4. I'm 34 now, so 30 years in the game. Been playing video games longer than most of you have been alive. I'm presuming. I wouldn't recommend that because it scatters your focus. Maybe a little, a little chess, a little Tetris, something like that. Sure, a simple strategy game. But if you're gonna hop on Call of Duty or Fortnite or some shit like that, Minecraft, it's that's gonna scatter your brain. That's gonna make it worse. No, be still. You'll figure it out. Once you start figuring it out and you start taking action on these little pieces that come to you through ideas, what some would call inspiration or even divine inspiration, you'll find that you're able to achieve some pretty incredible things. So, Soul Rising, double this album in stores. You can hit the link in the description, or you can hit subscribe, check the links on my channel. Go to samuraiblackmusic.com. Have all the streaming links there. You can also buy it a direct download. You can purchase vinyls. We got merch, hoodies, t-shirts, um, steel plate paintings, shit, phone chargers, phone cases. I mean, like wireless chargers. Uh, what else we got? And there's a special thing that I have on my website right now. There's only going to be 9 of them available. It's basically an NFC tag keychain that's marked with the album Soul Rising. And once you tap your phone against it, you'll be able to access all of my music that I've ever created and released for forever. I'm only going to be, again, distributing 9 of those, but that's something that's kind of exciting. And yeah, if you heard this and you got some value out of it, this wasn't the typical talk that you usually expect a rapper to give you. And go ahead and hit subscribe and Not just do me, but do yourself a favor. Go ahead and do something. Go achieve something. Go complete a test. Complete an action. Go do something that you've been wanting to do for weeks. Just go fucking do it. Peace.